Hello Gemini, and welcome to Sincere Tarot, where you get the raw, honest truth. This is your mid-March tarot forecast, and your theme is temperance, moderation, balance, synergy. No matter what is going on around you, having that inner balance. This is also a major arcana card, so it is extremely powerful, very impactful, and definitely more so on a spiritual level than on a physical level, okay? Once you find that balance within, then everything else will eventually come full circle, okay? But you need to be moderate, you need to be patient. Patience is the name of the game. All right, so let's see how the rest of your month is going to look. So I've already shuffled the cards off camera. I'm just, oh my gosh, showing you that I'm cutting the deck. And I've got 3 decks that I'm using. I use my Tarot of the Cat People to represent what's happening on the surface. Oh my gosh, I use my Tarot of the Thoth to represent what's beneath the surface. And last but definitely not least, my Mystic Mondays deck to represent your advice card for the 3rd and 4th week of the month. I mean, I do monthly videos, so you can check out your monthly video for this month as well. And definitely make sure you stick around until the end, where you pick your own destiny cards, okay? And remember, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Comment below. I love reading your comments so much. All right, so the 3rd and the 4th week are very different. Very, very different. During the 3rd week, I'll show you what we've got going on. The 3rd week, you are going to be feeling amazing, like everything's going well. You've got so much skill and talent going on and people are noticing it. This is the star, okay? Hope, inspiration, joy. You might be feeling a little bit vulnerable, putting yourself out there, but people are receiving it really, really, really well. This is a very positive card. And we've got the Eon beneath the surface. And in many decks, this is represented as judgment. All right, so the Eon in this deck I feel like has a little that, yes, you're supposed to have a raw, authentic look at your life, where it's going. You cannot brush anything underneath the rug because it's going to manifest, and I see it manifesting during the next week, and I'll let you know about that. But in this deck, I also feel like that there's a little bit more of a spiritual influence with spirit guides and things like that, kind of maybe nudging things in a karmic way, that things like whatever seeds that you have sown in the past, you need to be really honest about that because it's going to come back full force. Your advice is the 10 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles is telling you to focus on security, okay? So whatever this is going on for you, right? What you need to focus on actually building, manifesting, and creating is a sense of security. That could be with family, work, where you live, just generally in your life. You need to have security and definitely focus on that. And something is happening during the 4th week. And it might be because of a lack of judgment, like over a long period of time, possibly. Because what I see happening during the 4th week, we have got the 10 of Swords, okay? There is going to be a painful experience. Now, just keep in mind, this is not a major arcana. So where this sucks, yes, it really does suck. And it's not fun. It's not like the be-all, end-all. It's not going to destroy you. It's going to knock you down. It's going to cause you a lot of stress and anxiety. It's going to make you feel like maybe you can't trust people, or you can't trust yourself, or you can't trust the universe. It's going to potentially get you into survival mode, potentially get you into a negative cycle of thought, okay? Negative belief system. But sometimes when things happen that take us by surprise, sometimes they are genuinely surprising, but sometimes it's because we were ignoring certain red flags, ignoring certain patterns, ignoring certain behaviors of other people around us, okay? But it still kind of takes us by surprise. Now, beneath the surface, we've got the 7 of Swords, futility. I feel like you are feeling like you're giving up. Whatever it was you've been fighting for, and this is all mental, by the way, it's swords. This is mental. So often with the swords, it means that you know, whatever it is that you're fighting, whatever it is that has hurt you is more in your head than anything else. Like, yes, it's real, but it's like the thoughts in your head, the words that you speak, if you're complaining about it a lot or thinking about it a lot, whatever, it's making it like way worse than what it actually is. The good thing that I can say about this is it's the 10. So it's the end of the cycle. You might feel like it's not because we've got the 7 of Swords beneath it, but it is the end of a cycle. And I feel like you want to give up. You're up against something that you can't fight. And you know what? I think you're done. I really do. Whatever it is, the situation that just explodes. Like it sucks. And I feel you're just done. You're like, I'm not doing this again. Okay. Your advice card is Judgment. All right. In the 3rd week beneath the surface, we had the Eon. It's the same card in 2 different decks. So Judgment is saying like, you need to rawly, authentically look at your past, your patterns of behavior, your choices, your words, your actions, everything, how they got you to this point and where it's going to take you in the future. And you need to look at everything. Anything that you brush under the rug, it will come back again in the future. If you actually want to avoid a certain situation, this situation happening again in the future, you can't ignore it. You can't brush it under the rug. Otherwise, it's going to come up again because you need to learn the lesson. So look at the situation. Look at how you got to where it was. Look at the pattern. And you've got to actually like deal with it. And you might want to, honestly, sometimes it helps if you can find a good counselor or therapist or even just like a friend, someone that is objective that you can talk to honestly and authentically, so that you can they can help get your perspective a bit more objective. So because we all have blind spots and it's easier for other people to see our own blind spots. Like when we look at other people, it's like, how do they not know that? How do they not see that that person is an asshole or something like that, right? Like we can see other people's blind spots, well, it works the other way around. So you might want to get other people's opinions to try and give you a more like objective perspective on how you got into the situation and how you can actually deal with it so you don't have to go through it again in the future, okay? And just remember that your main theme is temperance. Balance, 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 okay? Patience, moderation, synergy. All right, time for your destiny cards. So pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. And just go with the number that you resonate with the most, that makes you feel like the most. All right, and I'm using my 3 decks for this. So please tell me like what's going on, because honestly, like everything seems fine during the 3rd week, and then just something seems to completely like blindside you during the 4th week. And I'm super curious. And you do have a few, higher arcana cards. So I know that this is going to be overall like a pretty intense month for you. So please comment below. Like I love reading your comments. And I'm also curious if, this reading's resonated with you, and I love hearing your thoughts. Okay, if you picked one, let's see what we've got. Cool. This is actually really cool. You've got all wands for if you pick Destiny card 1. So 2 of wands on the surface is like thinking about what the next step is, maybe having a choice or a crossroads. And then beneath the surface, we've got the 3 of wands, which is like actually in the planning phase. And you might have like a little bit of a victory. So it's like you've got a longer term journey, but you've actually you've thought about it. You've had a choice. You've made a choice. You've actually taken like a first step in that direction, usually more with planning. But like the planning is becoming more realistic. And your advice card, the 6 of wands, is go for it, go for it, go for it. So like obviously the situation during mid-March, it's not fun, right? And there's no wands, but all wands if you picked 1 for your destiny card. So it looks like you just want to take your life in a whole new direction. So, I mean, that's a silver lining. The fact that, you're so distressed and upset about the situation that you're like, you know what? I'm just going to do something completely different, and it's going to bring you a lot of joy, a lot of inspiration, and it will be very spiritually fulfilling. Definitely focus on your inspiration, okay? Because that's going to lead you towards the path of your greatest joy. If you pick 2, let's see what we've got. Oh God. Oh my God. Try not to swear right now. Okay, if you pick 2, if this was a situation with another person, either you or the other person is going to come back to you, and they are going to want to reconnect. Sorry, awkward laugh. They're not really like, they're just being like, maybe this has been an on and off relationship with someone, but I feel like because you guys have been on and off, they feel like, or maybe even you feel like, but I feel like for the most of you, it's you feel this way. I feel like for most of you, the other person is going to approach you and they're just going to be like, well, you know, in their head, they're going to be like, well, you know, we always get back together, so you need to get back together, da, 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 da. And it's like, actually, you don't. Just because you've gotten back together with this person before doesn't mean you have to again. Beneath the surface is the Knight of Cups, which means that they're immature in love. And they tend to go like, yeah, okay, they've got emotion and connection with you, but it's more in a self-centered way. Like they're not actually thinking about what's in your best interest, okay? They're thinking about what's in their best interest. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go for this person because they make me feel this way. It's like, oh, but they're married. Oh, but I totally screwed them over recently. Or, you know what I mean? They're not actually like empathizing necessarily with the other person, as in you. Your advice is the 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups is saying, look at the pattern, look at the pattern, look at the pattern. Do you really think that the situation is going to be different in the future if you reconnect with this person? How many times have you been through the situation? How many times have there been ups and downs? It's like a roller coaster, okay? If this relationship has felt like a roller coaster, ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs, you get back on the roller coaster, it's going to be the same thing, the same pattern. The 5 of Cups is telling you to look at the pattern, and not even just with this person, about previous relationships, right? The pattern might be with previous relationships as well, and it might go all the way back to your childhood. You need to look at that. And you also need balance, because remember, your theme is temperance, moderation, patience, you know, balance, balance, balance. If you picked 3, interesting. If you picked 3, there is someone out there who you do have a soul connection with. I don't know who this person is, okay? But there is someone out there that you do have a soul connection with the 2 of Cups, and you see eye to eye, and you're on the same page, and you and this other person are like very grounded. Look, we've got the Queen of Discs and the Queen of Pentacles twice. So like whoever it is that you're going to be with, they need to be someone who is grounded, or that makes you feel grounded, okay? Where there's no game playing in a relationship, where you're actually like feet on the ground. Like if someone makes you feel unstable, like no, that's not it, right? You need this Queen of Pentacles energy, and your advice is also the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So the Queen of Pentacles has a really good balance between her head and her heart. Yes, you can love someone, but you also need to use your head and be like, are we compatible? Do we want the same things in the future? Do we have the same desires? Like, do our cultures mesh? Do our religious or spiritual beliefs mesh? Like, it's being realistic with love, right? Because that way love will last for a long time. All right, I hope you enjoyed. If you'd like a private email, send me, or a private reading, send me an email. All that's in the information below. You can also check out my website. I do monthly, mid-monthly readings. And yeah, again, comment, like, did the reading resonate with you? I love reading your comments so much, and they really do mean a lot. And I really hope you have a great month. Still here? You get a secret bonus card. All right, secret bonus card. Ooh! Gemini, you are amazing. You are a magician. You can create whatever you want. Doesn't matter what's happened in the past, as long as you've learned and focus on the future that you want, because you will manifest the future that you desire. All you got to do is focus on it. Where focus goes, energy flows. So focus on what you want. See you later.